is going to be a half-hour long. We're going to be taking phone calls, and the topic is video games news. I'm going to be telling you the latest and greatest things that are happening in the video game business. Anyway, here's some information on Nintendo's Ultra 64, okay? Just what is Nintendo up to? The company has been tight-lipped about all the Ultra 64 plans ever since Ultra 64 machine was announced. But even the trickle of Dream Team announcements seems to have dried up over the past couple of months. This has only added to the speculation as loyal Nintendoites everywhere grasp for any Ultra 64 info they can. The following is a list of Ultra 64 titles, both official and unofficial. Okay? So these are confirmed titles right here that are going to be coming out for Ultra 64. Now, Ultra 64 is supposed to come out in April of 1996. It's been pushed even more forward of its release date, but there's going to be an electronics show, I think, in Japan or something, and it'll be seen in November, and it will be available with 6 game cartridges in November in Japan. Okay, now these are confirmed titles that will be coming to us, okay? Ken Griffey Jr. Baseball, Killer Instinct 2, Killer Instinct 1, Monster Dunk, Mortal Kombat 3, Paradigm Simulations, Miyamoto Game, otherwise maybe Pilot Wings 2, Red Baron, Sierra Online, Robotech Academy, Software Creations game, Top Gun, A New Adventure, Turok, the Dinosaur Hunter, which is based on the popular comic book. Okay, now Ultra Doom, that should be coming up. Angel Studios, new game. Cruisin' USA, which is one of my favorite arcade games. A DMA Designs game. A GTE Interactive Media's game. Now these are some titles that are unofficially confirmed. Okay, Ace Driver from Namco. Final Fantasy, Frank Thomas Big Hurt Baseball, Madden 96, and Mission Impossible and Star Wars. Now these are rumored that might be coming out, maybe not, maybe. So, Akira, Alien Trilogy, Batman Forever, Castlevania, Dragon Quest, F-Zero from Nintendo, and Mario RPG, and then Mario Kart, Metroid, Seta, Stacker, Star Fox, Street Fighter the Movie from Capcom, and what else? Stracker, Star Fox X, Surprise LTD's a game, The Crow, Ultra Tetris, and Waterworld, and last but not least, Zelda. Now I'm going to be taking phone calls, and if you wish to call up with any questions or comments on Ultra 64, I will be glad to talk to you. So anyway, here's something on Virtual Boy, okay? Compared to all the pre-release hoopla surrounding Sony's PlayStation and Nintendo's Ultra 64, hype for Nintendo's Virtual Boy has been, well, virtually non-existent. In the past months, only industry professionals and members of the press have been able to form any firm opinions about the long-awaited 3D game system. But now that Virtual Boy is popping up around in stores around the country, its popularity among consumers will finally be put to the test. A year from now, the system could either be as big as Game Boy or relegated to the realm of laughable memories alongside Sega's Activator and the Lynx. Anyway, the games that are available for Virtual Boy are Red Alarm, which is like a Zaxxon type of space video game. Then there's Tolero Boxer, which is like a robot boxing game. What else? Galactic Pinball, Mario Clash, which is like supposedly like the original Mario game, only like 3D, and Mario's Dream Tennis. So that's some stuff that's going to be coming out for Virtual Boy. In case you didn't know, Blockbuster Video Games has Virtual Boy for rent. So if you shell out, $10 or something, they'll give you Virtual Boy in a game. So that's some pretty interesting news. Now Sega Saturn sell-through. Sega Saturn sales linger somewhere between 40,000 to 100,000, depending on who you get the info from. The lack of software has a lot of folks waiting for others to come out. One thing's for sure, 3DO still has the highest installed base in the United States of any 32-bit platforms. Now 3DO has a big secret. Yes, the 64-bit M2 has a lot of developers drooling. The development systems are now in the pipeline, and right now the gamers are being made for it as we speak. The games have been made for it right as we speak. The only absolute confirmed title for M2 is Battle Sport from Studio 3DO. Developers for the Ultra 64 have yet to receive their development systems, which puts Ultra slightly behind 3DO in the 64-bit arena. Interplay Electronic Arts and Universal Interactive are developing M2 games, and others will surely follow their lead. So that's some interesting 3DO information you might want to know. Anyway, we are taking phone calls at 629-0683 and 629-07808. So if you'd like to call, feel free to call. Anyway, I have a videotape that I would like to cut to right now, which has some interesting computer graphics. It's like a virtual roller coaster ride, so my director should have that up in a minute. Anyway, they say that Tekken 2 is set to hit US arcades, which is pretty exciting because Tekken 1 is one of my favorite 3D fighting video games. Anyway, sure, I know you're all wondering, why isn't this in the wait one second. It was either going to InfoTrack or somewhere, so get off my back. Anyway, as you can see, Namco's new sequel is pretty hot, even if the overall graphics don't show a real improvement over the original. If anything, it looks as if Namco went for more of a V2-ish kind of look, mimicking the Sega game's blockier character design. New characters have been added, a guy named Lee and a girl named June. The rest of the crew gets new moves, costumes, and backgrounds to play with. Also, Heihachi, the boss from the first Tekken, seems to have taken Kazuya's place. Look for the coin-up version somewhere before the end of the year. With PlayStation version of the original Tekken this holiday season, the PS version of Tekken 2 will hit Japan before the end of the year, but isn't planned to reach store shelves until the end of 1996. So, Director, do you have that videotape ready? If you do, please play it.
Howdy there. That's right. I'm your tour guide. I reckon you're all ready to take a nice, easy tour of this here old mine. Oh, they fixed it up real nice and safe for you. Excepting you ain't going there. No, you're gonna see my kind of mine. If you can, just try and come back alive. be. You made it through. You're the first to come through alive in a long time. You want to try it again? Huh?
Oh, wait. Okay, anyway, hopefully our director has the phone numbers up on the screen right now. Anyway, I have some more information right here. Sega has $400 for a Saturn, may send buyers to the 32-bit bug elsewhere. Summer drought of software didn't help either, though. Was launching Saturn early the right thing to do? Maybe, maybe not. Oh, and what's the difference between 32X and Saturn? I mean, they're both 32-bit anyway, right? Well, if any of you phone callers have any comments on that, please call the number 629-0683 or 629-0708. Anyway, here's some more information. Nintendo's doing pretty good because the best 16-bit titles are coming out for Super NES. The irony is that Nintendo will most certainly report higher profits for 1995 than any other game company. 16-bit may not be completely dead this year after all. 3DO's doing alright with hot titles. Yes, over 200 in all. Low price, but is it a little too late? We'll see. Try lowering the hardware price to maybe under, $199, and you may well own the industry. Anyway, I'm very ticked off at what Sega's done with the 32X. Because, I mean, there have been a couple of good games. Yeah, but not many. And I mean, you know, it seems like a really good system. Hopefully when Virtua Fighter comes to 32X sometime, I think in October, it will be a really good game. Hopefully. But I'm just really angry at Sega because the 32X is a great system and they should have great games. But anyway, what else? Let's see. Atari, yes, the lowest price point for a 64-bit system may pull you through, but it's the games. I mean, we need more games. To win, you've got to come out fighting. That's the thing. Jaguar's got to have some more new games. That's all there is to it. Because, well, without games, there's nothing to play on your system, of course. So, and now here's some Virtual Boy news. Now a dominant 32-bit gaming platform of the 90s and beyond. Just kidding, it's not really that good. Okay, I have a phone caller. Hello, phone caller, you're on the air. Hello? Phone caller, are you there? What's your name? Hello, phone caller, are you there? Okay, I guess nobody's there. Anyway, here's some more information you'd like to know. Neo Geo now has a CD unit out, which means that instead of paying 200 and some dollars for a cartridge, you can now pay around 40 or 50 bucks for a CD. So here's some information that I'd like to tell you about the new Neo Geo CD. Some new games are a Viewpoint. It's a beautiful Zaxxon update that makes a Sega 32X Zaxxon look, well, kind of lame. And then there's Fatal Fury. Sure, the sequels rock, but the original game has 2-in-1 battles, so... Anyway, there's also Riding Hero, the most surreal motorcycle sim on the market. Race the mysterious Diamond Dave. Art of Fighting. Discover the magic move and find King's hidden secret. Ooh. Does anybody know, have you heard of Blue Journey? This is a new game for Neo Geo. Does anybody know what those little gems on the ground are for? Can you please tell me? Anyway, Kabuki Clash, the very latest in a long, and we do mean long, series of great fighting video games. So, anyway, you've been hearing about it for years, and the Neo Geo CD is finally here. Not an add-on, it's actually a self-contained Neo Geo unit with a CD drive built in. There's no cartridge port, but the controller inputs are the same, as are the CD versions of existing game. By the time you read these, by the time I tell you all this stuff, the machine should be available at electronic boutiques and other major retailers in a suggested retail price of $399. The box includes one control pad and one CD game, and even though the game title was not announced, I suspect it's probably Samurai Showdown 2. So why would anybody want a 16-bit Neo Geo home system in the day and age? Well, in a word, games. They have lots of games. 70 titles will be available at launch, and they're all proven arcade hits, previously available in cartridge form at prices upwards of $250. The CD versions will cost between $40 and $70, like I said. The new games will be released just a few short weeks after they appear in the arcade. So the original Neo Geo home machine was like, well, Lamborghini, of home video game machines. Not many people had them. Oh, we have a phone call I can see. Hello, phone caller. Are you on the air? Hello?
Hello?
Hello, phone caller? What's your name?
Hello?
Hello, phone caller?
Hello?
Hello. Goodbye. Anyway, very few people owned one. And, well, it was sort of a status symbol to actually have a 3DO. But anyway, I have some World Wide Web pages on a videotape that I'd like to show you right now. So if you're into video gaming, and the internet, these will come in handy. Anyway, I have a Nintendo and Sega on there. So and in a few weeks, I will have a Sony and 3DO and Atari, all their addresses on there too. So when the director has the tape ready, just put it up. Okay, so that right there were some internet pages that you might find interesting on the World Wide Web. Anyway, like I said, in a few weeks I will have the Sony, 3DO, and Atari pages for you. But now here's some interesting news. MK Unplugged, yes, Mortal Kombat. Round up the kids and pack them in the station wagon. It's Mortal Kombat on ice. Well, not quite. But it's the next best thing. This fall, all your favorite MK characters will be brought out to full on stage, live, dancing around and kicking each other and all that good stuff to the head, and synchronized music, smoke, and lasers. Wahoo! It's Mortal Kombat, the live tour, and I told you about this a few months ago, but they say now it should be coming to a city near you. So, if that sounds interesting to you, well, good for you. Anyway, most of you have seen the movie by now, so sounds pretty cool. I've not seen it yet, though, but I hope to in the near future. Anyway, let's see, what else do we have here? Alright, the return of Pong. It's no secret that Atari is updating a lot of its classic games on the Jaguar, using mind-blowing graphics and adding the word 2000 to the name. You already know the Defender 2000 and Breakout 2000, but get ready for Pong 2000. So far, the designers at Atari have the idea only on paper, but the game should be truly revolutionary. Not just because of the gameplay and the graphics, but because of what Atari is planned to do for Pong as the new mascot for the Jag. Yes, you heard it right. Pong will be living, breathing character. Details are sketchy thus far, but here is what I was able to discover. The lovable Pong is a boy cursed to be made of rubber, like a super ball. He bounces and attacks his opponents relentlessly, but he truly wishes he were a real boy. The gameplay consists of 3D platform game with puzzle-solving skills as well as the satisfaction of a good shooter, courtesy of Pong's powers. Pong must save the Earth from being used and destroyed by colossal aliens in the intergalactic video game. In addition, he must save his girlfriend from the evil King Voidoid and his army of paddle soldiers. Atari is keeping a tight lid on the project because the gameplay is so revolutionary, but I've got the inside track and will be feeding you the exclusive story as it develops. So what else? Oh yeah, Nintendo unveils a new Super Mario game. This year is the 10th anniversary of Nintendo's Mario character, and to celebrate, kids can expect a new game from Nintendo this fall. Yoshi's Island Super Mario World 2 will be in stores on October the 2nd. The game was not shown at on this show because, well, since at that time it was not clear when or if Nintendo was going to release the title. The game itself creates some interesting 3D effects and almost full-screen characters utilizing the Super FX2 chip. According to Nintendo, 117 million Super Mario games have sold worldwide. Super Mario 2 will be supported by merchandising tie-ins like toys and games. I always wanted to get my hands on a stuffed Yoshi. Anyway, you know, if you think about it, the story of Super Mario World 2 is the same as the movie Terminator 2. Yoshi is essentially Arnold Schwarzenegger's character as he protects the baby Mario, who is obviously John Connor. The whole time travel thing is lifted directly from T2. I mean, think about it, okay? Anyway, we have a phone caller right here. Hello, phone caller, you're on the air. What's your name? Hello?
Hi, my name is Bruce Aquafan, and I just wanted to, because I have a 32X, and I was just wondering if it's worth buying a Sega CD.
Well, see, I have a lot of good Sega CD games. Now, to some people, it may not seem worth it because a lot of the games are RPGs and stuff like that, but I'm happy with a lot of the games like, I have Sylpheed, and occasionally I'll pop that in and play it, in Jurassic Park, and it all depends. I mean, with the 32X attached to the Sega CD, I think that the video looks a lot better and clearer than with just the Sega CD alone.
Oh,
So
yeah.
it all depends on what type of games you like. I mean, what type of games are you into?
Yeah, I'm sports games and role-play games, and also action games.
Oh, well, in that case, the Sega CD sounds pretty good for you, but the only problem is the game production is slowed down quite a bit. But one really good fighting game has come out for Sega CD called Eternal Champions Challenge from the Dark Side, and that game is so rad. If anybody out there has a Sega CD and loves fighting games, you gotta get that game.
And I also saw some games that's like 32X CD games.
Yeah, there are 32X CD games. Now you have to have the Sega CD, of course, and there are games like Corpse Killer and Night Trap and games like that. And the full motion video looks really good with the 32X.
Wow.
I mean, sometimes on a Sega CD you can look and see it looks like looking through a dirty screen door. But with the 32X, the colors are a lot better, and there are just more of them because it has like 32,000 color capability on screen at one time.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Wow. Oh, I have one more question. The Ultra 64, when's that coming out, really?
Well, they say it should be out April of 1996, but it was supposed to come out like November here or something like that, so they keep on pushing it forward more. Hopefully it'll be out in April, and but they say in Japan it'll be out in November and have 6 games available, so.
Oh, okay. Well, thanks.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye.
All right, how many more minutes do we have left on the show? Okay, well, I'll see everybody later. As you know, the new time slot is Thursdays at 5:30. So see you next week, or actually 2 weeks from now. So see you later.